Hey everyone. Investors are understandably disappointed in Intel stock and Intel management for failing to deliver meaningful progress on the massive business transition. However, Intel did provide investors with a roadmap of all of the next big updates in terms of products coming out that could, I say that with emphasis because Intel has failed to deliver so far, but this could really turn things around for Intel. So I wanted to share with you Intel's latest developments in terms of the product roadmap and one key thing that management said that might come as a relief to Intel stock investors. So let's take a look here. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now. All right, so next year, Intel is launching the 18A. And then beyond the Intel 18A, they're already well underway on the Intel 14A and 10A development. And with semiconductors, the smaller number means more innovative technology. And that's been the case here with Intel as well. So they're doing the 18A next year. Then beyond that, they've got the 14A and then the 10A. But the thing that might come as a relief to Intel stock investors is what management said next year, saying that we are transitioning to a more normal cadence of node development. And the node development is one area of massive investment from Intel that had caused its profitability to decline tremendously. The other areas of investment included investing in the foundry business and expanding manufacturing capacity and upgrading manufacturing capacity to the latest technology. Intel did all of that all at once, and it seems like they bit off more than they could chew, according to the progress so far. Now, the reason why I'm saying this might be a little bit of good news for Intel stock investors is a more normal cadence of investment or development might be better for Intel, given that it seems like they took on too much all at once. And you can see that how it's impacted Intel's profitability. I have here a chart of Intel's operating income on a trailing 12-month period going back a decade. And you'll notice that Intel was generating over $20 billion in operating income in the years between, let's say 2018 and 2021. And then when they started really massively investing in these categories, Intel's operating income absolutely collapsed, and in the most recent trailing 12-month period, came in at just $509 million. So that's a big step change in a company's operating profitability profile, going from $20 billion in operating income down to just $500 million. And there were several quarters where this figure was significantly negative for Intel. And so that's why I say investors might be relieved to see that the company is now transitioning to a more normal cadence of development, and the vast majority of investments are behind the company. And so now they've got all of these investments they've made, and it's time to start reaping the benefits of these investments. Still, Intel has failed to demonstrate those benefits. They haven't yet demonstrated benefiting from all of these investments, and investors are losing patience. One of the reasons why Intel is so optimistic and why they made so much investment is because of the opportunity they see ahead. The AI PC category is transforming every aspect of the compute experience, and Intel, with its Core Ultra volume, which more than doubled sequentially in the second quarter. That was coming off a small base, but it's good news that the company's Core Ultra CPU volume more than doubled in the second quarter. Furthermore, the company remains on track to ship more than 40 million AI PCs by the end of this year, and then over 100 million by the end of 2025. So it looks like 40 million PCs, AI PCs this year, and then 60 million next year by the end of 2025. So they are accelerating that, and I wouldn't be surprised if this number seems conservative for 2025. If it is accurate, then perhaps 2026 will also be a strong year because of the refresh cycle in personal computers. I'm forecasting, and many industry analysts are forecasting, a strong recovery in PC sales in 2025 and 2026 because of that replacement cycle. Now, Lunar Lake is their next generation AI PC, which has achieved product release ahead of schedule in July. And so this is going to fuel that 40 million AI PC sales in 2024. Microsoft has qualified the Lunar Lake to power more than 80 new Copilot PCs across more than 20 original equipment manufacturers, which will begin to ship this quarter. So hopefully when Intel updates investors at its next quarterly update, it can give us progress on these Microsoft PCs that are being shipped. Following Lunar Lake will be Arrow Lake, which will scale AI to the desktop category next quarter. And they're already gearing up to launch Panther Lake next year. So you can see here, Intel, the product roadmap, all of those investments the company has made in research and development, you can see all of these products that are coming out now as a result of all those investments. What we need to see now is sales of these products. We need to see sales of these products rising revenue for the company overall, or increasing revenue for the company overall, which we didn't see in the latest quarter. We didn't see in the quarter before that. Revenue growth has been anemic for Intel, so they desperately need some of these products to generate strong revenue growth for the company overall. And one of the areas they have a strong foundation to build revenue on is the more than 130 million Xeon processors that are powering data centers around the world today. They're making steps forward this quarter with the launch of Intel Xeon 6 with E-core processors. And already the early adopters are seeing a 25% better performance per watt versus competitive solutions. And this is one area that investors have been very disappointed with Intel, is in traction in the data center. The data center has seen massive investments from the likes of all the hyperscalers, but Intel has not participated in that massive growth. They've demonstrated very anemic growth in this category, which has disappointed investors understandably. But the Intel will be followed by the Xeon 6 with P-Core, codenamed Granite Rapids, which delivers greater performance for the most demanding workloads and will begin shipping this quarter. They've got the Xeon 6 with P-Core coming out this quarter, the launch of Intel Xeon 6 with E-Core processors already coming out. So they've really got all these products coming, and like I mentioned earlier, they need to demonstrate revenue from these products. They need to demonstrate sales. They need to demonstrate orders. They've got to tell us that, look, the backlog for these products is increasing rapidly, to really give investors confidence to invest in Intel stock, because they've lagged behind the industry overall. They've disappointed with their forecasts. They've told investors to look for something at a certain point in time, and they've delayed it. And investors are losing confidence in the company's forecasts. So it's coming to the point where they really need to deliver. Before I let you go, let me tell you about the greatest deal on YouTube. With just a click of a button, you can get free financial analysis from a professor with decades of investing experience. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you again soon.